Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Shalom, shalom. Welcome, beloved. Welcome. Give me a one if you can hear me. I know you can't see me because the screen is black. That's right, brethren. They out. We are in. We are in. Oh boy. In the meantime, while the nation is waiting, let me play for you some of that good old let me play for you some of that good old comedy from that fellow, Mr. Stoner himself. I mean, this guy, man. Listen to this dude, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give me your attention for a few moments because I'm very careful when I select a subject for our YouTube channel. At the same time, I want to be quite frank with you and honest with you as much as possible based on a lot of information that we gather. Now, it must be remembered that I don't just go to the internet to get information or the latest story, the latest rumor, the latest speculation. A lot of our things that we deal with comes from individuals who know what is taking place or they know what is being planned. And some of them know what's being planned behind the scenes, and they at times will share with us whatever information can be shared. Now, this is not some type of, we're about to expose some great secret, but I do believe what I'm about to say is true. The world as we knew it is over. I grew up in the time of Andy Griffin, Leave It to Beaver, My Three Sons, and the Brady Bunch. And although I remember the 1960s, we lived in Arlington, Virginia, and my dad pastored a church at Bailey's Crossroads for about 7 years. And I was a young man. I was in elementary school and then went to junior high school while I was there in that part of the country. But we lived near Washington, D.C. We had a lot of people that worked for the government that attended my father's church. We had a very noted medical doctor that attended our church. And we also had some people that worked with Central Intelligence Agency. Now, I didn't know them as well as my dad did. My dad knew them very well and pastored them. Now, I remember the 1960s war protests. And I remember what they called the hippie movement. And I remember burning flags back in the 60s, actually the late 60s, early 70s, right into the time the Vietnam War was over. And so I remember living up there. There was always protests that were going on of different times. I remember 1973, the decision that was made by the Supreme Court concerning Roe versus Wade. So in other words, I've seen a lot of things happen as it relates to changes in the United States. Reversals of laws, passing of laws, etc. But what makes the world as we knew it different now than it was? I believe, number one, spiritually, the pure Christianity that we have known growing up is being mingled by so much false doctrine. People believe things who attend churches now, who call themselves Christians, but they believe things and they support things that are totally contrary to the Old and New Testament, meaning they're contrary to the will of God. And they will fight you over what they personally believe in their personal opinion. So the personal opinions are exalted above the Word of God. And then there's just some really weird teaching out there. We won't go into all that.
Yeah, you're talking about us.
You can see the shaking taking place economically, how they're working on either a global dollar or a cashless society or what they call a Fed coin. So all of this is in the talking stage, but at the same time, most of China is cashless. There are countries in Europe that use no cash, and the older generation of my age, which is 60 and over, we still like to use cash and spend in cash, but they're trying to change all of that, and it will eventually be changed. So that
That's a bunch of garbage. You know, there are people today that haven't used cash for a while. Everything that they're using, they use their credit card. You know, that's what they've been doing. Most of the stuff the people are using is either the credit card. Most of their bills are automatically paid. Most of their stuff they do it online. They do it online. So this dude coming over there, trying to make it seems like this kind of cashless society will now. We've been living a cashless society. We've been in a cashless society, and then he swagger jacked the video that we upload Friday the 10th. We've been living in a cashless society, man. Yeah.
Is over. Eventually, it's going to be over as we knew it. And then we have the political system. Now, I remember in the 1970s, I want to be careful saying this, there was a man who has since passed away that worked for the Central Intelligence Agency in Washington, D.C., that was a member of my dad's church, and he had great confidence in my dad. Right before the Watergate scandal broke on the news, he knew all about it. In fact, he told my dad the details of it. And there's really one part of it that I've never heard told. I know what it is, but I don't think it's ever made the press or ever been told. And so I'm not going to go into that. But I remember him saying Richard Nixon will step down. And this is before it ever made the Washington Post, right? He said Richard Nixon will step down because otherwise, if the truth of Watergate came out, there would be a one-party system. And he went on to say how the Liberal Party would be destroyed because of what they had done. Now, I'm not going to go into that, as I said a moment ago. But what you see now happening is they're trying to create a one-party system in the United States that does one thing, that goes a certain way. And anything outside of the box, thinking contrary to that, is ridiculed, persecuted, mocked, poo-pooed, lampooned, destroyed by newspapers or whatever. So that's what's happening.
That's what's been happening to us. That's what's been happening to us, man. You're out. We are in. That's what's been happening to our people when we do something or say something, and then you guys ridiculed us. You say things, you talk smart, you say all sort of nonsense, and now it's happening to you. It's amazing how those people believe their own lies. Again, this is what they do, Bridget. They took our book, they know what's going to happen, and then they make it seems like they go out there and say, oh, society will crumble, there will be vaccine coming in and stuff. You do know the Most High going to send those things upon you. You are not destroying your own society. The Holy and Mighty One is destroying yours. You remove those prophecies that are very clear. Okay, there are certain prophecies you remove from the book of Daniel. Daniel did not just give. Listen, when the king asked Daniel, the meaning of the dreams and the prophecy, he literally write books upon it. He said, this is what's going to happen step by step. He tell him like clearly. Those people still have those books. So, once they have those books now, when those things happen, they will make movie 5-10 years ago talking about how those things will happen as if they are true. There's some kind of dark hand elite that are destroying the world so they can rebuild it better for them. Those guys are pretty much on everything that you own here. Everything that you use, they own it. The so-called elite, they own all the foods, all the technology and everything. And then all of a sudden they're going to destroy all those things so you can come back to them and ask for a better one. Or I don't know, like food. They're going to save gold, and at the end, and then they're going to run a system on gold. And look, listen. If your so-called government wanted to switch their money to gold, they would have just switched it, and everybody would have just obeyed. Just like digital television back in 2009, they switched everything to HD TV. Everybody just obey. They just switch it. The internet came in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Everybody just talking about 5G, brethren. Please, somebody update us on that 5G, man. What's going on out there? In the meantime, let me hydrate the Holy Temple with the Holy Spirit, man. What's going on with 5G, man? Did they give up on that, or did they use 5G to cause Eon? I don't know, because I saw the Kemp were really they were really high on that hog. Oh boy, I'm out of water. All right, let me go get some water. Whatever happened to that 5G, man? Like, really? Did they stop using it? What seems to be the issue with 5G now? China already got 6G. Somebody working on perfect G, aka 7G. Let me go get some water, man.
To create a one-party system, which then is connected to the global system. And it's coming. Eventually, a global system is coming. They've tried to come.
We already have a global system, you dumbass.
As we knew it in the past, the simplicity of the gospel, everybody going to church, having your Sunday homecoming, and churches being packed out with people worshiping God and all that. The days are changing. And so we need to be aware of that changes are here. Now, that doesn't mean you have to go with some change that you don't want, but it does mean that it will impact or affect us one way or the other. I remember in 1959 to 1969 in public schools, if you were disrespecting the teacher, you got spanked. You had a dress code. They let Bible reading take place, and they let prayer take place. All that changed. I remember they would fight to keep a family together. If your family was having trouble, the church prayed and the people fought to keep the family together. Now it's very passive, and it's like people don't even try. They separate, remarry, separate over and over again. And back in the old day, brother, if you lived in a house, you did work. If you lived in a house and you had a dad, you did yard work. You didn't sit on your backside lazily on the couch sipping some soft drink. No, you worked in the yard, you cut the grass, you mowed the grass, you painted the house, and you did chores. Nowadays, people just literally do not want to work, and we have not only the Laodicean lukewarm generation, we have a lazy generation. I think most of you will agree with me in that.
No, now, I don't.
Most people in the 70s and 80s, at least let me just say it this way, the 70 to 80% of Americans believed in the church and attended church at least occasionally. Some of them showed up on Easter and Christmas, but at least they showed up twice a year. Most people in my day of growing up respected the local minister and the church. Most people loved God. They loved country. They loved the flag. They stood for the national anthem.
Because they were blind back then.
To tell you, it has changed. You know it, and I know it. So here's what I believe the greater danger is. I believe the greater danger in this transition that men or globalists, or however you want to form them, are trying to change is the destruction of religious freedom.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that there'll ever be destruction of total freedom, but I do believe there's control and there's manipulation. And everything is about a certain group of people coming together through technology to manipulate and control everybody.
They already did, you scum.
My greatest concern is for religious freedom of speech, and the religious rights to defend what you believe and stand against what you believe is.
This is a bunch of lies. Yeah, people don't want to work anymore. Get out of here, man. The blessing is over. That's what it is. No matter what you do now, you get a job, you don't get a job. If you're not us, it's over. The Most High gave them into great shame and great reproach, and they are now seeing it. They are now seeing the shame, the reproach, the disgrace. They are seeing it now. They are quiet. I don't know. They are trying. It's like, I know what's going on. I might acknowledge it, but I will tell you what it is. It's not because of this, but it's because of that. It's not because people wake up now, they realize what you guys been doing to them. It's not because of that. It's because of like some, I don't know, elite globalists and stuff changing religion and stuff. You scum of the earth, but your new world order here in 1492. Now your new world order is being taken down. That is why people don't go to church anymore, because they know the truth. You lied to them. People cannot they can't be raptured anymore. Well, they can't be raptured anyway because you lied to them. It was all a lie. You do not hold the same control that you used to pre 1494 or pre 2019. Back in the 60s and 70s, most people get their news from you, from the TV, cable, or from the newspaper, radio. Now people independently go out there, they do research, and above all, people are praying, studying, and moving. That is why the world is changing. That is why they are seeing that, oh, things are over. That is because it is. There's, brethren, I don't think I will be ever tired of beating this dead horse. It is done for you people. It is done. Nothing you can do, nothing you can try that will help this. It is done. You are out, we are in. Now, talking about this, beloved, let me go ahead and bring a subject that we were talking about that last night, and I didn't fully. You know what? I'll talk about this at the end once the prayer is done. But in the meantime, somebody remind me to talk about the tentative. Is that what that is? The possible invasion of Haiti and what's really going down there and why they want to invade Haiti. And what does Haiti is a poor country? What would you invade it for? Because there is war. Since when you people worry about our safety? Since when? Since when you people care about our well-being, our welfare? You people don't care about our people at all. You don't care about us at all. We know what you're going to do down there. It won't work. All right. Now, we will begin the prayer. Which one of you have not seen that is if you're interested in things like that. Which one of you have not seen the podcast we made last night for Taurus? Anybody have not seen Taurus? The 30 principle of Taurus. Okay, I'm assuming most people seen it. So for the one that have not seen it, if you wish, you can go watch it. And then tonight, if there is a possibility, we will go into Gemini. And of course, brethren, I want to correct that I thought I did Virgo. Okay, I think I've talked about Virgo, but we did not do Virgo. I did not do Virgo, so we will stop in Virgo. Okay, we will do Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. All right, we'll stop in Virgo. I thought I did it until a sister was looking for the video. She did not see it. Okay, Virgo. All right, we'll stop in Virgo. So last night we had find out we got some very powerful, very tremendous, and awesome intelligence with us, which showed you that once this really hit the fan, our people, we will survive. We will have food. We will have all the ingredients, all the remedy, all the stuff that we could possibly ever imagine we need. We will have them. We will have them. So beloved, since you see that the entire world is not getting better, well, the entire Gentile world is not getting better. You see everybody everywhere. Now, whenever you're watching any news on your phone or anywhere, read the comment. You will see how the people are now talking about why is this keep happening? What? Because some of the people, they are now waking up. They are now waking up. They are now seeing, wait a minute, this is not normal. This could not be real. something must have caused this. Why would they have so many suicide out there? So many MS, well, MS since mass blasting, but a lot of them out there, they are asking, okay, why? This is like the fifth time I have the same news, but different people. Now they just release a warning about mass shrimp that this is weird. A bunch of shrimp that are eating people in the beach of Delaware, I believe. Let me double check this. Give me a second. Let me double check that. I was reading this thing. I'm like, shrimp. Shrimp can eat people? A mass amount of shrimp that will attack you and then they will eat you. Let me see. Beachgoers beware, officials warns of aggressive shrimp with claws at Delaware Beach. Yeah, Delaware beaches. Better keep an eye on these dangerous sea creatures. If you are headed to the beach, the last minute drop, not sharks but shrimp. I never heard of this. I never heard of this, brethren. Shrimp shrimp is that what that is? Because let me finish with this. Hang on. Several Delaware beaches, including Dewey Beach and Delaware Seashore State Park, says mantis shrimp have been washing ashore lately. These kinds of shrimp have claws like a praying mantis, and they used to slice through prey. Oh, okay, I see what the mantis shrimp is. But really, swarm of them. They want the people to stay out of the water. If it's not shark, it's those whales. If it's not whales, it's some weird animal. It's not those weird animals, shrimp. It's not shrimp, it's perverts over there. Okay, for those of you now, you'll start hearing and seeing weird animals that are coming above ground, above water. They are coming to the shore. A lot of whales are beaching themselves. A lot of dolphins, even sharks, are beaching themselves because they are running away from something that is either coming up or something that is lurking in the ground, in the water. Okay, beloved. Those animals are not running away because they choose to beach themselves. If let's say, Bridget, let's say you live on land and then there's, I don't know, a wildfire on the island that you live. Even though you don't know how to swim, you will do the best that you can do to stay in shallow water. And then at one point, this sea probably, the wave of the sea could take you, and then you probably die. If you're on a burning island, you're going to jump in the water, man. Whether you know how to swim or not. If those animals beaching themselves, they are running away from something. I don't know what it is. It could be anything. But based on the information that we have, Atlantis is rising, okay? There's much more land underground, much more land under the water, much more land under the earth, and a hell of a lot more land up there above the stratosphere. They have it's like a gated community. To go over there, you need passage, you need some type of things. They will not yet let you pass like this. Yeah, they don't want to talk about those things because, oh, well, it's me fantasy. But anyway, beloved, please somebody remind us to talk at the end about two things: the invasion, and the second things, the spiritual bath that we are going to do in December. When is going to be your best day to do it, like we had talked before. Please remind me because I will forget. Oh, let me put phones on silence. Oh, no, it wasn't. Because I will forget. All right, then. Is this one? Yes. All right. Great glory, great praise goes unto the mighty one, the most high God Almighty that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. You, horrible and terrible God, with your terrifying power. We see what you're doing to the enemy. We see what you did to the loud, to the wicked, to the proud, to the one that spake great things against you, to the one that did great things unto your children. We thank you for all the stuff that you've been doing for us. As we see the Gentiles are in great dismay, great distress, and greater shame and reproach. They have great disgrace. They don't know what's going on. Everything is over for them. It is over. They are out. We are in. We say thank you for all those things. Thank you for not giving us instead into shame and reproach. You are giving us into glory and to honor and to redemption. Yea, of course, our brothers and sisters, we are still here. We're still praying, and we are praying for punishment. We are praying for destruction upon them. We are praying for restitution and reparation upon our people. As we are now seeing in Italy, another volcano erupted. As we see in China, many earthquakes. It is so bad in China that the Chinese government are paying people to painting the mountain green because the wildfire has ravaged the forest. There is no more forest left in that region. They are paying their men and women to plant fake trees to fool the environmentalists, so to speak. We give the Most High great praise, great glory for exercise his power in the midst of the earth. Yes, of course, men are liars. They will say, oh, this is the Pope doing this. This is the elite doing this. This is the globalists doing this. No, it's not. No, it's not. Men are very selfish. Men, the Gentiles will not destroy their own blessing because they want to destroy you. They will destroy you first and steal your blessing. Hell, they will even destroy you and steal your curses. That's how they are. We give great glory, great praise to the Mighty One. We ask him to keep our brethren, our sister, under his holy wing. In the meantime, we ask the nation to still keep the beloved brother Anthony in your prayer and beloved sister Carol Harris. Keep the beloved sister Carol in your prayer. She's going for a procedure. Pray for beloved sister Carol and beloved brother Anthony over there in London. He's doing a hell of a lot much better now. All praises to the Most High. Thank you for praying for the brother. And then certain things was happening over there. The brother was in ICU, was doing pretty bad. But the AK warrior came through. Yes, the brother is doing a lot better. I spoke to his wife. She gave us the update. He's doing better. Continue praying and keep our beloved brothers and sisters in prayer. The beloved sister Coppertone, keep her in prayer. She's dealing with a few stuff. Of course, some of the stuff we're dealing with, they're just pissing you off, you know. But we know the Mighty One is in the midst, beloved brothers and sisters. Thank you for all of you that pray, okay? Your prayer have powers, all right? Chase those demons away. They were about to do certain things to the brother, okay? When he get out of the hospital with his permission, if he wants, I probably could disclose what they were going to do to the brother. Horrible things, man. No one wants those things to happen to you, man. And our people, we are dealing with certain terrible spirit out there, man. This is sad, but we are dealing with heavy stuff. Almighty One, thank you for healing and make the beloved brother feel better. Thank you for encompass our nation with love, grace, and honor. Thank you for last night that you gave us a little bit of our information, knowledge, and little wisdom that we had to indeed throw away. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the love that you give us. Thank you for more and more stuff that you're releasing. We are seeing your work is every day. We are not denying it. We are not saying men are doing this. We are not saying the elite set up this. We are not saying they are doing this. Alien are doing this. If there is any alien, we are the alien. If there is any alien out there, they look like us. If there is any alien out there, they are fighting for us. Yes, indeed. All your children did not break the law. Some of them were smarter than others, just like, of course, some of us here are smarter than the two-third. No pride. Some of them, you had give them a chance, they go below. They stay below until, we that disobey are serving that punishment that we are serving above right now. Yes, we so sorry for everything that we did to you, to the Holy Spirit, to the angels. We are slowly but surely reverting back to our normal. Thank you, mighty one, for not destroying us. Thank you for not bringing Jacob's trouble upon us for a second time. Thank you for bringing Esau's trouble. 83 destruction. Thank you for giving those people into great shame, great reproach, great confusion. May your will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. Thank you for the repentance to all the angels that are our guardian angels, the angels in the four quarters of the universe, the angels of the zodiacs, the angels of the nature, the earthly mother, the Holy Spirit, all the angels that ever here watching over us, all the angels that been watching over us, the angels that we can see, the one that we can see. We say thank you for protecting us. Thank you for the angels, Raphael, the healer, for healing slowly the beloved brother in the hospital. Thank you for watching over the beloved sister Carol. Please, brethren, pray for the sister. The sister is going through some stuff. Our seniors, and once they trying to get some quote unquote legal things, and they do not have that much help, and you will have the man, okay, try to uh, um throw them off. Okay, whatever paper they sent, they say something else. Whatever they do something. They're trying to wear our people down and hoping something will happen to the sister, because some of our brethren, our sisters, they are in certain age that the enemy hoping for something else. Let's pray for the Most High not to give the sister into shame and reproach, but instead to give the sister victory and glory and right in the face of the Gentiles. Beloved, thank you for joining us. Always pray for the nation, for yourself, for the betterment of this world, and of course, for this world to become better, it has to be destroyed. By the holy power, the mighty one vested in me, and you can take it anytime you feel like. I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. We are going to discuss a few things. Please, you may go. The stuff we're about to discuss, they will be a little bit uncomfortable for some of you. We highly recommend you to leave, because those things going to be um, a little bit uncomfortable. Yes. Now, concerning the bath, okay. Last year we had initiative that we were going to take a bath because of a massive energy that was coming on December 31st. I had spoken with the masters, our mentors, so to speak, and I asked them when it will be the best way to do this bath called the shining star, okay, to regain your shining star. Now, before we go further, what is a shining star? Each one of you, you were born with a shining star, which means there is a time in your life you were supposed to shine bright, which means you were supposed to be prosperous. Okay, you were supposed to have all prosperity in your life. Some of you never did receive this. If not all of you, some of you never was that. When I say shine, I don't mean popularity. That's not what that is. We are not talking about being popular. We are not talking about, oh well, I was famous. That's not what that is. Being prosperous mean one thing. First thing first, you being healthy. That's the first thing, because if you do not have the health, whether it's mental health, physical health, it won't mean nothing to you. Second, you were quote unquote stable financially. You were supposed to be stable forever, or for a very long period of time, and you were supposed to be loved. Some of you are not loved, but rather you are ignored. You seems like you don't exist. And a lot of the time, it is because your shining was stolen, whether by Gentiles, family member, childhood trauma, relationship trauma, job stress. your shining star is stolen. It cannot be extinguished though. It's just stolen. Somebody stole it. So in order for you to get it back, to call it back, the masters has given us a spiritual bath to do, and they have instructed us. The one that will do it, or the one that wish to do it, you will do it between the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th of December. Why? Because this is the winter solstice. We will give you the ingredients starting November 1st. That is, if you felt like you did not have a chance to shine in your life, you did not have a chance to enjoy what the Most High rightfully gave unto you, this is yours. Or if you're just one of those people, you don't give a crap, whatever that we are doing, you are doing it too. You're just doing it just in case. Some of you are well, some of you shine, you well, some of you are not. Okay, so we will have this called the Shining Star Bath. Regain your shining. Now, again, you can regain your shining and then somebody stole it again. That is why it is extremely important to lock it up, put it in a safe. Put it in a safe, especially if you're in this lifestyle. When I say lifestyle, people always are assuming that you're talking about some kind of cowboy stuff. That's not what that is. When we say lifestyle, we talking about what we are into. If you're in a spiritual lifestyle, you're studying the spirits, the energy that going around the earth, and then now you know better. Now you know there are certain people. You know for a fact you should never, ever, ever in your entire life give any homeless or poor person or any stranger money with your right hand. Always give it with your left, because your left is like the negative. There's a name for it. It's a dead spot. The energy cannot transfer to you that way. Okay. You're not supposed to bake on the bed that you lay your soul, because there is something in your bed. When you go to sleep, your soul, there's a bond there. You bonded with your bed. You bring somebody in the house, whether for men or women, you lie down upon this bed. You may not get anything on the first and the second and the third person, but the fourth person, you're gonna cut something that person have. Okay, some of you, that person's quote unquote stole your shining. That person is shining all over, and then you on your knees. You're walking on your knees, or you stay on your knees. Some of you get out of brutal divorce. You lost everything. The other person gained everything, and then you're wondering why this happened. There are some of we had taken this example of so-called rappers, especially black men that are successful, and they don't understand spiritual things. They quickly go out there and then they will go ahead and lie down with all sort of women that they found, and then a few years later they are broke. That's why you see certain artists. I was watching a interview with some of you may be familiar with this fellow, Martin Scorsese. Okay, for those of you who don't know who Martin is a Hollywood big time director, movie actor. He's pretty much everything, but mainly he's a director. Okay, and one of the interview, I believe, one of the statement that he made, he said he started making movies in on the 70s and 80s. One is a movie that he made is one of my favorite of all time. It's called Mean Streets. There's a reason why I love Mean Streets, because there is a scene that hated me. This scene is very personal, and it shows that there was a man and a woman getting out of a hotel, and then the woman that was getting out of a hotel, she was a white woman, and there was a black woman that worked in a hotel as a maid. So when they were getting out, and she saw the maid, and she she come at the maid like some kind of slave master. She was so angry. She ordered her. She said, I think she asked for some blankets or something, but she asked it in a very disrespectful way. And the sister turned around. She said, I only have two hands. I'm doing the best that I can do. And she said, you better have it. You better have my stuff back before I get back. If you don't, I'm gonna go over there and complain, something like that. Which remind me something my mother was dealing with, and the beloved brother, Dr. Claude Anderson. Because when Dr. Claude Anderson was a little boy, her mother used to work in a factory, I believe. And every night the mother will come home and her fingers was bleeding. Her hand was literally bleeding blood, and she was crying. So Dr. Claude was a little boy. He came and he said, Mommy, why you're crying? And the mother said, they made me work so hard. I worked so hard for so little. And he would cry with his mom every night. And then one night he stepped outside, he looked at the sky, he looked at the stars, and he took a oath. He said, as long as I live, I will be like a Samson to my people. I will be a fighter to black people. That's what he said in his book. And this really hit home because my family dealt with things like this. So that's one of the things that I like about Mean Streets. And Taxi Driver, and my all-time favorite is when Robert De Niro was driving the car, and then he turned around, he see this black man. He was so angry. That's why I'm like, this is so random. It's beautiful. But the point is, Martin Scorsese, he's a very well-known director. Okay, he's pretty much the top 10 director in Hollywood. Martin Scorsese was that. He's the guy that made Goodfellas, Casino, The Wolf of Wall Street, Hugo, and stuff. So what he said after he gained all this success in the 80s, the whole 80s, he could not buy anything. He didn't have money to eat. He didn't have money to. He was borrowing money from his dad. A guy that literally made millions. But he was broke all the time. He said he had a problem with money. Now, I'm taking this example because, Martin is a millionaire, so to speak, just to show you how when someone stole your shining, and I know what happened to him, you probably don't know. When somebody steal your shining, because Martin, when you're a Hollywood director, and the whole thing with bakery, son, Martin will tell you, those guys are story concerning bakery. This thing was all over. I mean, he's a big Hollywood director. It comes with that. Many people think like those things, you're going to have to get it. No, they come with that. So he was sitting there. Can you imagine this? A millionaire, brethren, which made many movies. He could not buy anything. He was dead broke. He was borrowing money from his dad because he could not maintain or even hold money. There is a reason for that. Some of you can't, when it comes to money, you're terrible at this thing. It's not like those guys, those people that are terrible with money. You could have like come to the person and say, okay, what did you do with all your money? Go to any of those rappers or one of the celebrities, say, what did you do with your money? Oh, I bought this home, I invested in that, I bought this thing. They have nothing to show for it. That's the dude telling you in the 80s, after making movies in the 70s, become rich. He has nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing. And a lot of people are like that. Now, why is this happen? This happened for multiple reasons. Certain things, but the main one, according to what they told me, and I'm telling you, it's the whole shining thing. See, when you're having success, certain people, they want what you have. The more I'm going to be very careful here not to disclose exactly how to do this. But anyway, the moment that person envy you, there's a spirit here. The moment that person envy your success or envy your life, That person want what you have. That person will do anything to literally take you down and take what you have, but he or she can't. Or if somebody see you, all this person want from you is gain, gain, gain. They don't want to bless you, no. They want you to bless them. Let me borrow this. Let me have that. Let me this. Give me this. Give me, give me. That's why there's certain people you give your money with your right hand, it become a feeding ground. They're gonna suck it up for until you dry. So certain people, when you reach a certain status, I'm not saying fame, but when you become stabilized, and when you become stable in your life, or your life reaches some type of stability financially, on the point of health, mental, physical, spiritual health, there are certain people you keep very far away from you. And then while you keep those people far away, you locked up what you had in you, because so no one can come over here next to you and steal it. This person, the best way to steal it is to lie down with you, but there's other way. Constant contact with this person, constant talking, even over the phone, dealing with certain people, especially if this person turn out to be a narcissistic scum. They will suck up they will literally took your shining from you. That is why some of you need to lock up this thing. And I would suggest, if you lock it up, you gotta put the oath that I don't want anybody else shining, and I don't want anybody to steal my shining. Some people don't say that. Some people say, not only I want mine to locked up, but I want to steal everybody else. Anybody that I come in contact with, I will steal it. That's why rich women don't really sleep with poor men, because there's nothing for them to gain. That is why they always want us to stay away from their rich women, because if you're a man, you slept with these rich women, things will fall off on you. There are certain things you can say while you are going down in the cookie. You can say a few words, whatever that women have, they all come back to you. So this is why we are going to do the shining bath. That's one. That's one way. The second way, if you were this person, remember, brothers, I forgive me for saying this. When you have a child, or when you have a husband, when you have a wife, there are certain things you should never say to them. Even if you hate this child the worst, you should never tell this child you will never amount to nothing. You nothing. You stupid. You'll never be somebody. It's not this child will never be someone, brethren. You curse him. You curse her. There are certain spirit this child has in him or her. You killed it. You killed the man that was going in that boy. You killed the woman that was going in this young girl. And then they go up to be nothing. You just like your father. Worthless piece of you're killing this child. You just like your mother, a massive and this shall go up to be just like them, because there are certain things you don't say to them. There are spirits listening. All they want you to do, say something so they can take this and say, well, when they say this child, they say, why this child is like that? Why did you do this to it? So the mother cursed her. So that's my job. Remember what they taught you in this book right there. Remember, brethren, the guy told you, do not use the wisdom or knowledge ignorably, so to speak. Don't use it in an inhonorable fashion, in a deceitful manner, because the moment you do, you're calling the other party. That's another thing when it comes to children. When you keep beating your child all the time, you're beating them physically. Anything that's this child doing, he or she drops something, he or she is not good at school, and you keep beating them, you are going to break this child. At one point, you're gonna beat them. They won't cry anymore because there's no more tears. They reach the lowest. They can't cry anymore because you literally broke them. And we have told you that if your parents, you're eating a food, and then your children are playing out there, they break something or something, you don't leave your food and then you go beat them, and then you come back, you eat. That's it for you. You literally, and those things gonna come back on you. Okay, if you've been doing this to your child, they will come back on you. And when you go to the other side, that's when it's really going to hit you. That's why a lot of people in life, they always have this word, I don't give a I don't give a because ever since they were quote unquote little, people didn't care about them, and they never really care about anything. I mean, if you do this, you're going to get in trouble. I don't give a. I don't think this will be good if you do this. I don't give a. See, this person's shining is long gone. When you have nothing to lose, nothing, you got everything. Well, if you don't have nothing to lose, you don't have nothing to gain. You simply don't care. Now you want everybody to become just like you. Some people are like that. They are very bitter in life because they have nothing, and then they want people to be just like them. They are out there for revenge. They simply do not want people to be happy or to be a little bit successful. They are bitter, they are jealous because of certain things that happened to them in the past. It's a slow healing process, brethren. But however, this thing that we're about to do on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th will heal you rapidly and fulfill, and all those things that you have lost, they will come back. That is if you locked it up. Again, if you don't, somebody else can come up. You're so happy, you're doing well. You marry this guy, you marry this woman, you get with this guy, you get this woman, and then this person take everything that you have. Some of you were doing pretty well until you lie down with this person. Until you ever met this guy, this girl, you're married, you're not married, and everything start going down the tube. You are responsible, but that other person is not. You walking in the walk in the light, you following the Most High Law. This other person is not, and the other person don't care anyway. So this is what will be good for the people that wish to do this. Now, according to the mentors, they say the best day to do this is 21st to 24th. I don't know when you're going to do yours, but it would be best if you do it at night, at midnight, doing the 21st. So you can do it any hour, any day, but those days are special. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, they are special. Why? Because of course it is the winter solstice, which means the sun's going to be at its lowest point. Okay. All right. So the sun during the summer solstice, it's going at its highest point. Now, if you already did the one for the 24th June, you know that a lot of things came off of you. And the 24th winter, you're going to do this. A lot of things going to come back is going to be sealed. Now, every year, whenever this, you will be like the sun, up, down, up, down. When the sun going up for us, it's down for another part of the earth. When it's down for the part of the when it's up for the other part of the earth, it's high for us or it's low for us, whatever that I just said. So yes, the longest night of the year. Okay, December 24th. Since we did ours on June the 24th, if we want to put the date, you can do it anytime. We will do ours on December the 24th. There's a reason why they call those things Christmas Eve. Okay, New Year's Eve. Okay, there is massive energy that are coming. It depends on what you want. I myself, I will ask for my shining back, man. For my shining to be back. Mine is, I already have a safe. Mine is locked. But I want whatever that I have that I lost, they will come back and stay there. So this is what we wanted to discuss for the people. You will need let me see how many ingredients they have. Tell me not to release it now because you know what the you know who's watching. The moment they heard that, they're gonna bump the price of something that costs like $1. $1. Today is today is the 18th. No, wait, no, today is the 11th, the 12th, the 12th. October, November the 1st. We will release the full ingredient, but let me see how many ingredients. Some people already did this. Okay, it was a brother and two sisters that was dealing with the same thing that I just described, and then they asked, and then they sent, and then they said, okay, well, they seems it's pretty much a common story, and then they say release it to the people. It will be good for all of them. Whoop. Okay, let me see how many ingredient. One, two. Oh crap! This ingredient is too difficult. Sheesh. Let me see. One, two, three. Yeah, three ingredient. You're going to need three ingredient, but one of them is one of them you will find it, but it will take at least some of them will take it's gonna take a little time to get to you. I'm gonna see if I can speak with the mentors and see if we can release it early because one of them, if you order it, it's they don't have it. It's most of the one that you're going to order are dry. It's a leaf though, they are dry. But whether it's dry or good, the moment you put it on the water, it will absorb the water. Okay, it's three ingredients. Okay, one, two, three. You're going to need it's three main ingredient, but you're going to need one, two, three, four, five, six, seven stuff. Which out of the seven, you four of them you already have them. There you go. It's gonna be pretty much the same thing, okay, brothers? It's gonna be the same method. Once you're done, you take everything, put it in the bag, drive as far away you can get, dump this thing, and then with this one you can just drop it in outside garbage, and then you're good, and stuff like that. That's what we wanted to bring upon your attention. But damn it, this I forgot about that thing. One sister, it took the sister almost a whole month to get this thing. It took the sister almost a whole month to get it because this thing is quite. It's not difficult, but the sister was trying to get the one that is specific. But anyway, all right, beloved, that's what we want to discuss concerning your shining. All right. Again, don't do those things. I understand some of you're strongly influenced by Noga. Some of you suffer certain things. That's what it is. But please, uh, be a little bit more. Take your feet off the accelerator and gently apply it to the brake until you come to a complete stop. Okay. Now, the final thing we want to discuss is the invasion of Haiti, so to speak. You heard people say, okay, they're going to invade, they're probably going to invade and stuff. And then you're like, okay, what does Haiti have? What do they have over there? It's pretty much a Haitian country. They are poor. They don't have anything and stuff. Why would you want to invade? Well, we have to invade because, the gangs. Yes. So you want the Haitian people to be free from the gangs? Yeah. The gangs are attacking them. Yes. The gangs are terrorists. Yes. Boy, well then send them $1 billion like you are sending to Ukraine so they can fight terrorists, so they can fight for their freedom. We can do this. We have to go over there. So you guys are so eager to invade and go in Haiti and save those Haitian, then yet you cannot go over there in Ukraine and save the Ukrainian from the Russian. The Russian is a real threat. You know that. Why can't you guys go ahead and invade Ukraine instead? Oh yeah, you know what? The Haitian are complaining the gas is too much, and then because Haiti is so much important when it comes to commerce, gas prices and food prices. Yeah, whatever, man. Now, Haiti is important in the point of spiritual first, and besides that, second, there are certain things that they discover over there. They don't know what they are. Okay, so what they're gonna do, Brethren, what they are hoping to do is go down there once more and then try to do what they did in the 1915, 14, and the 1930s, late 30s. Okay, they were giving them the power. They say the power will last 70 years. Last time they went there in 1939, we told you Hitler, if it wasn't for Haiti, you would have never known anything about World War II. Did you know Hitler used the so-called the German and Haiti to finance the war? All the money came from there. The so-called Haitian soil was the main place that was financing the war because they had so many wealth. That's when in the 1910, when the United States Marines come with boats, they loaded up all their boats with gold. They literally took all the, well, those are the goals we had, and then they brought him. Some of you saw the documentary. They never wanted to talk about it until we start bringing it in their faces, and now people are starting making things. If you're a journalist out there, go ask the so-called Haitians, not the one that are in the street, shooting and killing people, the old wise one. Ask them what the hell is down there under this earth. What's under the earth over there, man? What is it that you people like so interested in there? Okay, try to, well, you won't see it. Try to Google or search subterranean Haiti. You see what you are calling Port-au-Prince? There's actually another Port-au-Prince below it. The real Port-au-Prince is below the old the new Port-au-Prince. The old Port-au-Prince is below. It's a subterranean city. You'll be amazed the pictures that those people will show you. You won't find them online, and you can get there unless with specific permission. There is a subterranean city there. There's a reason why we've been getting into a subterranean city. It will be seen. You will see it. Go ahead, go ask. Don't take my word for it. Out of all the country in the Caribbean, when those scientists are doing their research, they find out when they measure, they saw Haiti is in the middle of the universe. I'm not making this up. Go ask the University of Kentucky, the scientists over there. They see the land because it's not a small land. Haiti is a tip of an iceberg. Most of it is underground, underwater, and it's popping up. That's why you see your whales are beaching themselves. You see certain animal that used to stay in the deep and they are coming up. That's why you see which one of you, beloved, remember last year, American submarine crushed into a mountain under the sea. Something that wasn't there, brothers. It wasn't there. In the radar or sonar, they didn't see it until that it crushed, and then they say it's a mountain because the land was slowly rising up. And when it's there, it will connect to the massive land in the Pacific Ocean. When you watch the Pacific Ocean, there's literally no land there except for Hawaii and Tahiti, or AKA the French Polynesian. The so-called Tahiti and Haiti, it's pretty much the same name. The same people used to live over there, and there's caves you can jump in Tahiti and appear in Haiti. Haiti is like it's like a central for traveling. And there are so many things that are connected to that. I'm not saying this because, well, Big Levi, you're saying those things because you're Haitian and then you're proud of the. Nah, that has nothing to do with. I really want the people to know why those things are happening. Those people are interested because they want the technology that we have down there. It began in 1492 over there. It will end it there. Again, yes, when you watch the Pacific Ocean, you see how blue it is. There's literally no island. When you zoom out, you can see the deep blue. The island, the land is underground. The only land that you have over there are Hawaii and French Polynesian. They are not truly island. They are plateau. You know what a plateau is in that form? The tip of a mountain, the top of the tip of that mountain that is flat. Most of the land, for instance, this is Haiti, flat, so to speak, and then there's a mountain below. I don't want to drop the phone. There you go. And most of the land is underground like this. And then the top of the lane come like an iceberg. The top of the lane is this. So the water are dropping, and then you're going to see most of the land. It's like a pyramid. You know what they call a capstone on top of the pyramid? That's how Hawaii and French Polynesia is. They are the capstone of the pyramid. Most of the pyramid is underwater. Again, that's an example. Most of the land, it's like on top of a mountain. And then when the water dropped up, and you would see the whole land, the city, and the ancient texts, the ancient things that were down there. You will see it. It's just a matter of time. And we don't have that much time, Bridget. I'm not talking about things that will happen in 30 years and 5, 10 years. Very soon. If you start, remember, beloved, we were starting making some videos. Some of the people, even when the Esau's Trouble videos, I miss those videos. Freaking Mac, man. Yeah, but they are coming. They are coming. Remember, there was a lot of whales that they are seeing in Hudson River. They were spotting whales. Like they're spotting a group of whales. They don't know what it is, brothers. They said, oh, those are the new species of whales. They don't know what they are. Some of the animals, they see them, they say, oh, those are new species of whale. How do you know that? How do you know they are a new species? Did you capture one of them? Remember, in the coast of Italy, I believe, somewhere in the Mediterranean, they caught a giant sunfish, and then they were trying to wake the fish. There's a reason why, because this sunfish that they I'm not gonna say what it was because they told me not to say, but anyway, they were trying to wait it. They are finding weird animal. There's a video online that a bunch of people are in a cruise ship, and when they watch in the water, something came out of the water that was not either a whale or some kind of fish, or known fish. It's something weird. That's what they keep seeing. And above all of them, remember, Brudgeon, the Indonesian army, well, the Indonesian navy, so to speak, they had a submarine with 58 men in it. The submarine dived on a Friday. They found it on a Sunday. When they found this submarine, it was caught, it was mingled, it was chewed up. It was like, yo, you did not, this is not, don't give me this, man. First of all, not one body was recovered. The submarine was shredded, brethren, shredded. You see it's shredded. What did you guys hit? Or what hit you guys? Because most of the time, those submarines, they are equipped with high technology navigation, which pinpoint accuracy. They cannot hit anything unless they get hit. And when they got hit, brethren, you know how when when a regular car, let's say a regular car, brethren, when you're a regular car and then you got into an accident and this car is equipped with some kind of what they call this thing again, OnStar. Is that what that is? Am I getting this right? Some OnStar thing. And then this thing automatically sent some kind of like beacon or SOS to the people. Okay. The military things, they are equipped with things like that. Okay. Once like those submarine, they get OnStar. Okay. They guess they want the submarine thing. When they hit something happen, automatic SOS do this. All those big ass ship, they do that too. Okay. They got things that Oh man, give me a second. Yeah. So those submarine things, they have like certain certain things in there when something happened, and then they will send like some kind of message. That's not what happened. Which shows you whatever attack those guys attacked it with somewhat an astonishing speed. They didn't have time for the signal to reach. Yeah, the sonar and the submarines is when they were waiting for the submarine to come back and they didn't see it. And they sent message, it could not go. You remember what they said? They say, oh, well, the worst that can happen, they run out of fuel. They probably hit something that tear up their fuel. What is it again? Their fuel tank. And then they say, okay, they give them 48 hours. After 48 hours, they don't come back, they are dead. And then when they find those people, brethren, they find no survivor, and the thing was shredded. All right? It was shredded. Which shows you there are things down there. There are certain things down there they really don't want you to know. Certain things they cannot hide either. Very soon, we will encounter those things. Very soon, we will see those things. There are certain things that are in the water, they are undetectable. You cannot, they're undetectable. You cannot see them. They move and swim so fast that you cannot see them. And now we are coming to the quote unquote the knowledge of the undines. Let me type it in the name on this stuff for you. Oops. Okay. The undines or undines or wanis. Okay. Or oops. Okay, those are the knowledge world coming. Those are beings. Okay, they are not either angels or demons. They're simply beings we never seen before. And those things are there. Beloved, I wish I could be there and telling you that everything's going to be all right for everyone. It won't. There are certain secrets that we don't know, certain places we don't know. I personally, I'm looking forward to know those things. I don't really like to involve myself in conspiracy theories because those people all conspiracy theories all they care about is hiding the truth and give you something else. But our people, we had but those things that I just saying, brothers, I didn't just pull out of my butt. We have 3 person in a nation that were able to fortunate, blessed enough to get the book. Okay, one book. They only it was 2 books they published. They published 2 books. One of the master have one, and coincidentally, we have the other one. And all 3 of them we know this book by head, by heart, so to speak. The direction, the way to get there, what to say, what not to say, what to do, what not to do. We know it. That's why I don't really care when I see Gentiles talking proudly. I laugh, I mock them. You don't know what you're saying. That's not what that is. We know what this is, but you don't. It's just I'm too profane. I can't get there. But damn it, when I get there, first thing I'm gonna ask, can we bring some video, some visual proof to our brethren up there? We live in this age. If they say yes, good. If they say, oh hell no, all right then. So much is going on, brethren. I will leave you with peace. I will leave you with love. Tonight, we will study the 30 principles of Gemini. If you're a Gemini, please join us. In the meantime, brethren, keep the beloved sister Carol Harris in your prayer for victory over her issues. Beloved sister Caperton, beloved brother Anthony and the Yeye, I believe in London, and all our brethren and sistren. That the beloved sister Micaiah, I believe she's dealing with something. The beloved sister Yolo, she run the Zoom meeting. She's been having some issue. She could not. We cannot make Zoom meeting the way that we used to because we are quite busy, and then we are looking for someone that can help us in this manner because our people will be becoming quite busy. So, beloved, go in peace, go with love, go with respect, fear nothing. When you see a Gentiles, the moment you know Gentiles are talking hish out of their mouth when they keep saying the same garbage, globalist, elitist, elitist, elite, and all of this nonsense. The moment they start getting into garbage like that, don't listen to them. Don't, because they don't know why. They refuse to say, well, hey, the same guy that gave us the blessing, he's taking it back. We out, they are in. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. I'll see you folks whenever the Most High say so.